Yeah, you can see yourself.
That's real weird, yeah.
Now you're gonna be obsessed with that.
Casting Literally just weird.
Suspicious.
Oh yeah.
All these questions just have a completely different context.
Yeah.
So when did you first start modeling? Alright, so what's up?
What's
Here
up?
with Gav.
Alright, there we go. Look at that.
We are rolling.
Are you Gav or are you Gavin?
You can call me Gav.
Call you Gav.
It's a friendly fella.
So the band is called Bicurious.
Yeah.
And obviously that's, that means what it means.
Yeah.
So, because, and again, this is a bit of a, it's an interesting topic. Everything.
Yeah.
You're just like, yep, all this is going to get cut.
I'll go.
Let's do it. If it gets too crazy, we'll cut it. No, but listen, no. What I want to say is, because, let's go straight for the jugular. You know the band, Girl Band, who are now Gilla Band?
Okay, yeah.
Do you know this whole thing?
Yeah.
So, they changed their band name under pressure
Because they
weren't girls.
They were like
Yeah, I know.
misgendering their band name or whatever.
Which can I just say, I don't know. But anyway, have you found as especially on social media and stuff like that, have you found that there's been any people who've had a problem with the band name on either side of the kind of political spectrum?
So just that Gilla Band kind of thing, which they are actually one of my favourite bands.
I actually love them.
Of all time. Very big band for many different reasons. With that, when they changed the name, I was like, okay, but I remember seeing on social media people commenting mad shit and all these far right trolls commenting and kind of going so mad because they changed their name.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if they want to change their name and they're more comfortable with that, a band name, and they have their own reasons for it, they're still the same fucking band.
I know.
And they're still great. And the thing
100%.
that I found mad about that was people just getting so butthurt, the whole you're offended, so I'm offended crowd.
Exactly.
So, denoting that, they're still probably the best band in Ireland. So, I honestly don't give a fuck. If they feel comfortable change their name, they have their reasons for it, do it.
100%.
In terms of us getting that, I was actually we were on a podcast a while ago.
Yeah.
And we got asked a similar question, and at the time I was like, what did I say? I was like, if you're offended, well, you're a moron or something stupid.
Yeah.
But I would say if someone did say to me, we're offended by that name, I would say why, and I'm not being funny saying it, but why? Educate me, tell me why, and I'd listen. I don't know why it'd be offensive. That's why I'd literally ask why. I don't know if someone is offended. Please tell us why. We've had comments. We had a comment on a thing before saying it was offensive, just someone on Facebook.
But here's the funny thing as well.
I don't know why.
So when someone says offensive, right? See, this is the interesting thing about it is, I wouldn't know what extreme side of the political spectrum someone would find it offensive. Do you get what I don't know if you're because I understand maybe the far right would be like, okay, this is sexual orientation and it's about something, but at that point, I mean, they're probably not listening to rock music anyway, unless it's but then the other side as well, I feel you might be in a position where the thing I'd be interested just from your perspective, and if it's is the kind of the appropriation argument. I don't know.
So on that, Taran came up with the name, and Taran has said time and time again that he is bicurious.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm bicurious. I would say that everyone's a bit bicurious.
Yes.
But on that kind of far left or far right, we did get an email once, but it was a far right person, and it was the weirdest thing about it was on our website, on a form on our website, don't know what fucking year this person's living in. It started off it was real weird, and it was kind of seemed kind of somewhat kind of, they had a point for I want to say 2 words, and then it just got really transphobic and kind of horrible, and it was just that person has fucking issues. So
but did it start as they were having a problem with the band name?
Yeah, pretty much. I think it was I think the title was literally two fucking idiots or something. It's just like,
that's
good.
That's a great backup band name.
yeah. But at the same time, if someone, so just to clear up from that, we did a podcast a while ago, and I said like, oh, if you know, it's fucking stupid. But to be honest, if someone was offended, I would literally say like, tell me why.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I would actually like want to be educated about it. But in fairness, I haven't had anyone say that. To me personally. No one in person anyway, or that person on the forum. And maybe a few other things online, but it's mainly kind of fucking bigots, if I'm honest.
Well,
I haven't had anyone, like, gay or trans friends say they're offended by it. If they are, I would hope they'd say it, and we could address it. But at the end of the day, me and Taryn are both bicurious. Bicurious means kind of, I suppose, being open about your sexuality. They're curious about it. I don't see what's offensive about that personally, but if someone was offended by it, tell us why. 100%. This is mad. I was not expecting right into the deep end.
It's all downhill.
Yeah. Fuck now.
So
that's actually, I think that's good.
So SpongeBob, anyway.
Yeah.
No,
that was another thing, though.
But I also think, see, this is. I do think it's important, you know.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
You know, because like I think it's so like man, it's such a. It's brilliant. So first of all, ever since we first heard of your band, you know. I mean, how long have you been going? What, 5-6 years? Something like it's a long time.
It is. It's actually because we had our 5-year anniversary show in March for the I'm So Confused gig, in Dublin, which was like our first gig in a year in Dublin, which was mad. It was fucking deadly. If I'm honest, it was a really good gig. We've probably been a band 2017. What's that? Do the maths.
Six or so, yeah. He never went to school.
Yeah.
No, he actually never went to school.
I failed maths in the Leaving Cert, and now I'm in a math rock band. Take that, maths teacher.
But this is the thing, you know. So,
This
is the thing, like, when I first read the thing, I had to listen to the band. Like, it's so funny because, you know, it's like, there is a you know, with band names, it's an interesting phenomenon because it has an indelible kind of, you know, association with the act and the musicians and the style and everything. And I just really think, I mean, I'm sorry for going on about it so much, but it's just I immediately was like, fuck yeah, okay. And also the fact that you've basically got an entire, like, you're the only band that's got Bicurious.
Do you mean called?
Yes.
With the name, yeah.
And what I mean by that, you've got a whole...
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean, your band is called like an entire, you know, sexual orientation, preference or something like that, you know, and just to nail that down, man, is so wild, you know. Yeah,
I don't think there's any... we've talked about this so many, and why I started laughing when you started saying that, because I thought you were... John asked the question saying, why is the band called Bicurious? And I've literally said to Taryn on multiple occasions... I can tell where an interview's going when they're like, so where'd the band name come from? Are you Bicurious? I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. But in fairness to you, that was a way more interesting way to do that. And it was actually, I think it was very good to kind of bring in the Gillaband thing. And kind of tying that, and it's not just like, are you Bicurious? It's like...
No, but this is what I said. Like, well, quite frankly, that's not a question that's anyone's business, really. Do you know what I mean? And
I agree.
From your perspective, obviously... I think it's really cool that you mentioned that and brought that in, and of course there is, you know, man, you got your bonobos and you got your like what?
The what?
The monkeys.
What? I'm confused. What?
Sorry, I'm now getting into what is it? Evolutionary psychology and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
No, but what I'm saying is like this is the thing. I mean, essentially, you know, attraction and all that kind of stuff is a very complex issue. Sorry, bonobos all bang each other.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was not aware.
Yeah. You now are.
Because you were looking at me like, I was like, I'm confused, sorry.
We're onto the monkey relationship part of
We're
the
onto,
podcast.
monkeys banging each other. What about the monkey that banged the frog?
Well, I don't think that's quite...
That was pretty curious.
It was interspecies. I don't think that was consensual.
No.
I don't think the frog... Have you seen that video?
I have not, and I do not want to.
It's only on YouTube. You don't have to go anywhere
we'll put it in
weird.
The podcast, you know.
Don't. No, but this is the thing. I think these are like, because we can come on here and we go like, and we will talk about your gigs and your albums and all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But,
We're going to talk about your music.
What? Oh, you're a band? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, but look, it's an opportunity always, to have conversations about things that are interesting, and also to have a discussion, and I think if anything, I mean, because this is the other thing. Say like, are there any people who don't know what Bicurious means and like they just think it's a funky band name?
No, I don't. Not that I'm aware of. I was gonna say something there though. What was I going to say?
Yeah, ever since that South Park episode, I think everyone knows.
We used to sample that.
Oh, really?
And that's kind of So, I know what I was gonna say. Where the name actually came from. So to explain again is the name came from. We were trying to come up with something with two in the name.
Yeah.
And then I was coming up with awful names.
Bye.
Well, no, not by at all. It was like something duo and like real shit names. And then Taryn said Bicurious, and I was like, that's class.
That's the one.
That is the one. So that's kind of where it came from. It wasn't like, I don't think it was really thought out too much. It was like many band names.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who thinks out a band name. Like obviously trying to make it sound cool and stuff, but I personally don't know too many bands who sat down and been like, we're calling this band for this name.
But you know what's
there obviously
weird?
is, but not I'm aware of. Yeah?
I mean, it only just dawned on me then that, bi obviously means, two.
Yeah, that's kind of...
And there's fucking two of you.
You just got that?
Sorry.
5 years later.
Well, I think most people are kind of like, oh, like, and then are like, are you Bicurious just straight away? Which is fair enough, but that's basically... I don't think there's not... Maybe Taryn didn't, I think, have a deeper meaning to it. It's just that kind of is where the name came from.
I just think
I was coming up with awful band names, and he came with that band name, and I was actually like, "That's a class band name, and I like it." But
and the rest is history. All right, we'll stop talking about your band name. And I presume, so this is the thing as well. Like, this is our first. We talked to Taryn. Actually, when we did the interview with Taryn, I don't think I asked at all. I don't think I said anything.
Yeah.
Just saved it for you, Gavin.
There you go. I actually didn't. That question was okay, to be fair.
No, but what I'm saying is like, I never really thought about this, but and I haven't like we know you and your music and all that kind of stuff, but we haven't listened to every fucking interview you've ever done. But it is interesting. Is that really how everything starts? Is it? I feel like such a fucking dude.
No, because the way you are, I thought that was actually an interesting.
If there's a spin on it.
Yeah, but I think it was kind of the way you tied that in was good because you were like, and like you kind of. It was actually quite a big. It was quite a big question. I actually feel like that question you asked was quite important.
So I do think it is interesting, like you're saying there, because and like with Gilliband as well, like that was the thing I found ridiculous reading comments and stuff, is that thing of like, you've done this, you've done that, whatever. I mean, they did it, so it was their choice. It was obviously a decision that resonated with them, and it was a decision that they made.
And it's a decision that clearly worked because
people still love them. It's still the same freaking band. So and not every band name has an element to it that can be interpreted in so many ways depending on people's things, because it's really quite interesting. Like if you're called, I don't know, the bush or something, or the floor.
I don't know.
Or something.
I think
maybe
a few people could have a problem with the bush. But
there was a band called Bush though.
Oh yeah.
It's just an interesting fact.
I think I literally actually, because Gilliband are literally probably in my top 5 bands of all time. That's not a joke. They're a very big band for me. Kind of, and a lot of different reasons, but I think I literally listened to an interview with them, and they were like, they didn't really think about it as well.
Yeah,
maybe we will change them, but I don't think we will. We haven't. Not that I'm aware of.
No.
People, it's actually funny. Most people kind of ask a lot of the time, do people get offended by it? Like,
that's
even like,
more what I was interested in.
Yeah, where it's like, but not in like an interview sense, where it's like in passing, and I'm like. It's just people. It's just people. Like, do people get offended? It's like people are just like, do people get offended by that? And it's like,
I think a lot of that stuff. A lot of that stuff is manufactured on both sides. You know what I mean? It's like there's a bunch, whether it's on Twitter or any of the shit you always see. Yeah. There's all this idea that everyone's getting offended by everything, and then everyone's kind of like jumping in to get offended by that. And
like
everything.
This podcast.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you have an opinion? Are you offended?
Tell us
in the comments. Tell us in the comments. Let's argue. Let's generate revenue, right?
But then generally,
When actually, genuinely, do subscribe to the channel and give us a like and all that stuff. Yeah. Please do. Thank you.
And leave comments about how offended.
Yes, comment. Is he a sexy man?
Do you know that it's actually kind of... you know, it's kind of funny, though, about this. Like, we start off this serious thing. And I've kind of thought about this. And it's like a lot of press for the album, our first album that we did, which is like, it's quite a serious topic, what it was about and stuff like that.
Well, tell people, what was it about?
It was about, I had a psychotic episode, and I kind of talked a lot about that. And I've kind of thought about that, where it's like, I've talked a lot in interviews about that, but anyone who kind of, it's obviously a very serious thing, but in a sense, but in interviews I kind of talk about that a lot, but anyone who kind of knows me on a day-to-day basis, like, I'm not a very serious person.
It's
actually kind of funny. I don't know.
And so, are you
saying... I mean, that's where I think a good outlet for that kind of shit is the music. And I think it's really interesting, especially for, you know, an instrumental band. Yeah. Like, you need something. You need to come from somewhere to make good instrumental music. Yeah. Because it's like you don't have lyrics to
fall back.
Fall back on. There we go. But for like, for an instrumental band, I think it is really important to have like a strong sense of like what these songs are about, even if there's no lyrics in there.
Definitely. And I think it's funny because like even like say I was saying me on a day-to-day basis, if you see us live, like we've been called a party band time, which I take as a fucking compliment. Yeah. Some people are like, I remember someone being like, you know, no offense, but like you're like a party band. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, that's class. But I think that's maybe they're the best kind of bands in a way where maybe certain songs are about from a certain dark topic maybe or a hard topic and then it's turned into fucking aggression.
Well, look, but that's how do people heal from things? There's two things really. Like one is exposure. You know, exposure to the fucking thing you're afraid of. Yeah. In a fairly safe environment. Yeah. And then secondly, you know, shared experience and that transmutation, like you said there, of something dark, difficult, whatever, but then coming out in such a positive way that hopefully reaches people.
That's kind of the thing. But I was just kind of I just thought of that there, where it's like it's very funny that I talk about all these serious topics when I'm quite not all that, like I'm not doing fucking interviews every now and again, but when I do just a lot of album for the press, it's quite serious. But my reasonings, I suppose, for that was for literally what you said, to kind of expose it and
also to give
an open conversation. But that's just came to my mind there, where I was just funny that we started this conversation. It was just like straight into the deep end.
So when was your last psychotic episode? I had one just last ago.
5 years ago. And I'm off meds a year, so.
Oh, fantastic,
man. So that's good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Drink some water to that.
Yeah. Drink some water, and do you like? With regard to like another random question, do you drink alcohol?
And 2 years I haven't drank.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, I that's what I kind of felt that, you know. Yeah. Like, because obviously, you know, as musicians and people who are just like constantly surrounded by just all kinds of stuff, you know, it's very easy to kind of just get into a routine of whether it's, you know, drinking, drug use, all that kind of stuff, and you know, it just, man, we've just seen, you see so many people burn out on it and just end up fucked, you know. So like, what has your experience been like in terms of what you see, without naming any names, you know what I mean? Like what's the current cultural landscape looking like from the drugs in music, and how do you see people kind of get, you know, try and find a balance in all of that, and what's been your experience like coming out of that? And I'm not saying, I don't know what the fuck, I'm just saying if you're 2 years off drink, like,
I actually have never done drugs, and I'm not just saying that because I'm on camera. No, I genuinely haven't.
Didn't you have a song? It's not. I'm not on drugs. Wait. Shit, I'm going the wrong way around.
I don't do drugs. I just sweat a lot.
I just sweat a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what we said that exact? You know.
There you go. That's like.
But do you get that thing? People coming up to your gig saying, "What do you want?"
I have gotten
it. That.
I've gotten it before. I remember at a gig where someone was like, I was like, oh, I'm not drinking. They're like, you're not drinking, and you just did that crazy thing, and I'm like. Yeah,
it's hard, man. It's fucking
one of the best compliments you can get if you're not on drugs.
But Yeah.
Wow, are you on drugs?
Yeah.
It's like
it depends, but yeah.
maybe if you're in like a public swimming pool or something.
But what was I gonna say there? That I've actually never done drugs. And I smoked maybe a bit of weed when I was younger.
We have some drugs right here.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's funny you say it.
That's
Bring out a table with everything.
That song title literally came from, though, we were playing, do you remember the venue, The Underground?
Yeah, I do.
We were playing in there with,
Judge.
who was on it? It was Alpha Male Tea Party, which is Tom, our producer's band from England. And then it was Punchface Champions and
Are they
Chancer.
still going?
Punchface?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are, yeah. I think they are, yeah. So this actually ties into Punchface, where I think we were playing and Taran was, like, we'd just written that song kind of, we're testing out on that tour, we hadn't released it.
Yeah.
And Taran said something like, oh, that song doesn't have a name yet. And then later on in the set, he's like, oh, I don't do drugs, I just sweat a lot because we were sweating loads. And then Dave from Punchface goes, you should call the song that. So Dave actually came up with it. And it's true, we don't do drugs.
Yes.
Straight edge. We're not straight edge, but
No.
funny to say.
No kissing without
Yeah.
love. I don't know, whatever.
Whatever you guys do. The straight edge community.
Yeah. We used to go to we used to go to a lot of when I was young on the north coast of New South Wales. There was a big straight edge community, and they played the best hardcore. So that's where you go, man. Hardcore.
There was
They didn't like us smoking our cigarettes and eating our burgers, but they were also very respectful of that.
fair enough.
They didn't give a shit.
You're good guys.
They are good
And
guys.
I'm basically straight edge now. So. I am straight edge. I actually am. I don't fucking smoke.
The only thing
anymore.
straight about you is your edges.
I am straight edge. I like some hardcore music. So.
Yeah.
There you
Well,
go.
look, man,
Straight
this-
edge people.
That's the hilarious thing. Like, what's the problem? Like, like you want to enjoy the natural highs, because at the end of the day, any kind of man, it sounds like fucking. We're so fucking preachy.
It is.
We're
You're
perfect.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah. Don't do drugs. Yeah, it's like I actually want to say as well. I said I've never done drugs. If you do drugs, I do not give a fuck. I just actually want to make that clear.
No,
do all the drugs.
Yes,
kids.
try them all.
Yeah,
Do drugs.
he's not gonna do them. You have to do them for him.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do the drugs.
Yeah, do drugs. There, message from me.
That's the bit that we're going to use.
Or don't do drugs.
Or don't, or whatever.
And just sweat a lot.
That'd be a great T-shirt. Do drugs or don't.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You just gonna have that idea for merch. I'll give it to you.
So what again, this is obviously a personal thing, but like what brought you to that decision to not drink? And how have you found it? Have you found people are different?
If
or
I
is there anything
am
weird about it?
honest about it, I actually kind of got bored of it.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of got bored.
Yeah.
More than anything.
And did you used to drink at gigs or socially or what?
Yeah, I drink socially. I didn't have a problem with drink. I actually found it very easy to give up, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Which that was kind of lucky for me. I found it kind of fine. I gave up during COVID and it was grand.
Yeah. A lot of people did the opposite.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's what a
know,
lot
but
of
it was
people
like
say.
I wasn't, because I never drank on my own or anything. I'd be in social situations.
Yeah.
So I was actually on New Year's Eve and I was out. It was kind of COVID and it was just me and my friend. We were like out in a park drinking on New Year's Eve, just like having a can socially. And I was like, I'm gonna stop drinking tomorrow, and I stopped on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Did you
New
see
Year's
something really like implausible, and then you like looked at the
Nah.
Yeah, you saw
alcohol
like
and
a
then, like,
rabbit
threw it
with
up?
like roller skates
Yeah.
on, and you looked at
I
it.
thought Jesus came down to me.
Exactly.
No, but I don't know. I was thinking about it for a while, and then I just stopped drinking. And if I am honest about it, get fucking preachy now.
Yeah.
It was probably actually one of the best things I've ever done.
Yeah, well,
Actually,
there's nothing wrong with that. Save
but
a
that's
few
my
bucks.
that's,
What have
that's
you been spending the money that you used to
That's a
spend
good
on
question.
alcohol on?
Vinyl, actually.
Oh, wow,
Which is
that's-
actually a lot more healthy, isn't it?
That's more
It is.
And supportive to
Yeah.
musicians.
Yeah.
Go on.
And how have you been taking the vinyl? Like, snorting?
I've given up drinking Steam like bag like to get me on the thing.
in a V hole.
I've actually been spending on vinyl and going to gigs even more.
Nice.
So going to gigs, vinyl. But yeah, it's grand. It's actually made me more sociable, I think.
Yeah,
Not relying
yeah,
on drink. But as I said, that's my choice. You want to drink away. I
it
find
up.
that's what people. I don't give a fuck. But when people get awkward about it,
Yeah.
I think it's because they're like, "Oh, you're gonna judge me for drinking." It's like, I don't
Yeah.
care.
No,
I
100%.
don't care.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. I mean, any form of like evangelicism, any form of like overly pious, preachy stuff from whatever. Like, people have to come to things. Like, it doesn't work. This is a funny thing. It doesn't work. Someone coming up to you and telling you what you're doing is wrong, change it, has the exact opposite effect.
Yeah.
All you can do is do your thing, live as an example of it, and then if there's someone who's maybe thinking of that, and they go, oh, you know what, that's resonating with me, and but yeah, man, no, like anyone coming up to anyone from any side of a social or political background and trying to force opinions on someone else is just so dumb.
Yeah,
like,
it just doesn't work.
It just wastes everybody's time, you gave up cigarettes. What else are you gonna give up, man? Water?
No. See, that's the thing. I was actually gonna give up caffeine, and I was like, "Fuck that!" I was.
Every man has his limits.
Yeah, it was just I actually gave up Red Bull. I was drinking energy drinks.
Okay,
I gave that up.
That's
but then I was gonna give up coffee, but I was like, "Fuck that!"
No, you gotta have a cup.
You gotta have.
It's okay.
It's not even a vice. It just tastes nice.
Yeah,
you need your vice. It's just like I like the coffee. It's not.
How long were you smoking for? Out of curiosity.
Not that long, but I smoked. I loved smoking.
You smoked. Yeah, you smoked like for 40 years.
40 years. I'm 27. Before I was born. No, not that. I actually started smoking, I suppose, late 17. So 10 years.
Okay. How many smoked? Were you on rollies or were you on
cigarettes? Straights. Yeah,
Oh,
but then I went to those Elf Bar things to vape, and it fucked up my mouth, and that's when I was like,
really?
What's an Elf Bar?
Those like disposable vape things.
Yeah. And how did it fuck up your mouth?
I got like blisters and all.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna stop. So I stopped.
Yeah.
But I found cigarettes was definitely harder to give up than drinking. For me.
Yeah. Well, I think
cigarettes are cool.
They are cool. That's the
That's a joke.
but listen, it's a complex thing, isn't it, with cigarettes? Because there's the nicotine addiction.
Yeah.
There's the kind of, anytime you just associate so many activities with it.
Well,
so
I literally
and it's
every
cool.
day.
And it's cool.
It is cool.
That's the problem, though.
Cigarettes.
You have a cigarette.
You're like gonna get done for advertising cigarettes now. Beardfire Studios. The guards are gonna fucking kick in the
You have
door.
to be careful because all the pipe and cigar channels are like
really. Yeah, you're gonna get done.
Yeah.
That's why we need those.
Leave in the comments
likes.
Shut down.
Those sponsorships.
Likes, subscriptions, and sponsorships. All out big tobacco. Hit us up.
We're not advertising big tobacco.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. Yeah, that's why around it.
There we go.
No, but that's the thing. It is. It's it's.
I was joking. It's not cool.
No, it's not. Even when Humphrey Bogart's there being the coolest. No, okay.
I'm gonna give me a fucking cigarette.
No. Obviously, look, but that's just one of those things, isn't it? Is that how you end that sentence?
That's how you end just about every sentence, to be honest.
When you start thinking about how much revenue you're losing on the YouTube. No, we're here tackling the tackle. We're tackling the
double topics. This is weird. This is mad topics. I'm liking this. This is real like podcast
sure we
stuff.
don't drink?
Yeah.
You sure none of us?
Yeah.
Have you heard of self brewing?
What?
That sounds really bad. Self brewing.
What's that?
It's where apparently like certain foods and certain types of people, because apparently like as you eat, you produce like an alcohol in your stomach as like sugars and stuff breaks down. Like the stomach acids produce this thing, and I think depending on the types of food,
So you can actually
get cheese and meats and stuff. You can kind of get a bit drunk naturally
by just like your stomach acid or something like that.
Fucking hell.
So if you ever feel like randomly drunk for some reason, that could be
okay. I don't, but
also, apparently not everyone does it or something. I don't know how.
I think I do it,
or if it exists.
I think I do it because I think I eat a lot
pint of stomach acid.
No, there's a song.
Someone else.
Pint of stomach
acid.
1 pint of stomach acid.
Yeah, fuck no.
So you're in a band.
I am in a band. I'm in a band. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's your
I'm
pickup
in a band.
What's up? I'm in a band.
I'm in a band.
Don't smoke, so I'm not.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm still in a band. I may not drink or smoke, but I'm in a band.
And the band, for those who don't know, this is an interesting topic. So we're moving now from what was primarily an instrumental two-piece,
Yeah,
into a a throuple because we're introducing Taryn's voice.
Yeah, we are.
And that's now
The
a
third
polyamorous
member
arrangement.
In a way, yeah.
Everyone whips out their third member.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, we used to. I remember when we first started out in our EP that I think I was talking about earlier.
No, probably not.
Probably not. I think I said it briefly
the interviews,
about. I can't even
in the
remember,
context of the interview.
about the anniversary of the show of our EP that was 5 years ago. I think I did.
5 years ago.
Anyway, we started out doing a sample pad, using sample pad SBD. We called that the third member of the band. We kind of drifted away from the samples a bit, and I suppose Taryn's voice is now the third member of the band.
It's nature's sample.
Do what?
It's nature's sample.
With
the voice.
Yeah, the voice, yeah. Yeah, it's not, don't have to plug it in. But yeah, we're writing lyrics first, chorus first.
Nice.
And our second album, we haven't recorded it yet, but we've about 13 songs so far. Might be some more written. I think we're hoping to record it next month, even start recording it. So,
right. And are
like,
you, so where's Taryn now?
Leipzig.
Are you going to Leipzig to record, or is he coming here? What are you doing?
So we are going to go to Liverpool. So there's three countries involved. So Tom Peters, our producer, he lives in Liverpool.
Nice.
He's in band Alpha Male Tea Party. We've been recording with him basically since our first EP. So 5 years. We've known him for 5 years.
Nice.
So he recorded our EP, I'm So Confused, and then in Macclesfield in England in a studio called The Edge.
Yeah.
So the reason how we got in touch with him, we liked his band, we emailed, started recording with him. And then we recorded the first album in Liverpool in his studio, Trapdoor Studios, which is class. And then we're going to go record over there, I think, again. And maybe we're going to actually do it in like 3 parts, I think.
Yeah.
Just with Taryn and Leipzig and me here, and it's kind of logistics, I suppose. But there's a certain studio that we're going to record, hopefully, in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like a fucking massive room for drums.
Nice.
It's going to be class.
Yeah.
We still need to book it in.
Are you going to try and track all the drums there?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we'll do that maybe a month or 2 later. We'll see how it goes. Nothing's set in completely yet, but we're going to, I think, record the guitar in Trapdoor again anyway. Tom's studio, which if you're looking for a studio, you should go to Trapdoor, go to Liverpool. It's fucking class. Our Beardfire.
I was going to say,
Beardfire.
I'm glad you said that.
Depending where you are.
There might be a trapdoor, you know.
If you can get Trapdoor and Beardfire.
Yes.
Beardfire, Trapdoor.
Yes, both excellent choices.
But anyway, and then vocals.
Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Vocals might be done in Cork actually, in our manager Alex's place. He actually has like a studio in his backyard, like kind of DIY setup, kind of in a shed, but it's actually really nicely kitted out, and we might actually do it in Cork. So yeah, our Leipzig, we kind of want somewhere most comfortable for Taryn.
So is Taryn like?
Does he live there? Or?
Yeah, he lives there with 2 kids and his wife. Yeah,
Wow.
It's easier place to live, cheaper. It's a hard place to live. You're your own
How
family.
do you rehearse
Ireland.
and shit? Don't you have gigs coming up?
Yeah, so the way we kind of do it, say for gigs, he kind of comes over a day or 2 before.
Yeah.
We've written this album. We've been doing kind of set times, and we've been doing pre-production sessions with Tom, who I was talking about there.
Yeah.
And he's kind of way more heavily involved on the production end of things.
Yeah.
So, so we've done 3 of them. We did one in Leipzig. The first one was in Leipzig. And then the other 2 were in Dublin. And it's been fucking class having him involved as well. And it's just, we literally kind of have a rough structure for a song, in a way. And the 3 of us get in a room, and me and Taryn play the song, and then Tom will come up with some ideas, Taryn will, and I will, and we'll try literally everything. So if someone comes up with something, we'll just fucking try it. We don't use
no,
lines.
that's always the way. Like.
And then structure-wise, we've changed it.
Yeah.
So it was actually the first time we did in Leipzig, we were all a bit like, don't know how this is going to go, because Tom, even, he never really had that, like that heavily involved in production. Where it's like, we're not even recording anything, we're just going in.
Just
right,
just demoing, just right.
Yeah.
Actually, it's very tiring, but it's been great. And it's the new vocal element in it.
Yeah, well, how have you found, like, how have you incorporated the lyric writing into the process? Because I imagine, do you just kind of come up with the instrumental basis first and then write to that?
So this is the thing. So Taryn's in Leipzig, and he's 2 small kids. He's kind of been writing on acoustic guitar, a lot of it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how it kind of starts. Taryn mainly on acoustic guitar. I could have that slightly
And
wrong,
in terms
but
of like
yeah.
the riffs and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, does that, because obviously that was the key hook previously, you know.
Yeah.
So is it essentially like, you know, where do you fit those in? Are they in your intros, in between verses, in between choruses?
It's
Is it
probably
breakdowns. How's it
there
work?
there are breakdowns and there are riffy bits. It's probably not as riffy, obviously, because
of course.
vocals in
That's
it. It's
evolution
kind of more,
of that.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think kind of a more mature sound. It is in there, probably not as riffy. There are riffs though, and some of them are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
But we don't try and tie them in, I suppose. It just kind of it's kind of this. I remember Taryn saying this before, and it's kind of true. Where it's like, say if he was writing it on an acoustic guitar and singing, which a lot of these songs from this album have started when, and it's real fucking cliche, and it kind of sounds corny, but it is fucking true. It's like when the two of us get in the room, that's like when a Bicurious song is kind of fun, because he'd even be like, I remember sometimes he'll come in and it won't work, and that's fair enough, but it's kind of you can kind of feel if it's gonna work or not. I think in a minute, but we kind of just go on maybe a fucking stupid jam and then a riff will come up. I don't know.
So with regard to the gigs, when are they?
Oh yeah.
And where are you playing? And what's happening?
So we've 2 gigs actually coming up. We have a Dublin gig coming up, which we don't actually play in Dublin. We're not really a Dublin-based band now, bar me.
Yeah.
Half Dublin-based.
Yeah.
So we don't play Dublin as much. We actually play mainly in the UK.
Yeah.
Or we have for the last
And
while.
Europe. Where was you played a bit of
Yeah,
Europe, didn't you?
we're gonna actually do that more next year, but we've played in France. We played in France a good bit because Taryn's French. Where else? We played in Italy because our manager's Italian. Very European band actually. And then we played in Belgium last summer, which was fucking class.
Yeah,
and
nice.
then we're actually playing in Switzerland in November, which is soon to be announced, I think.
Nice.
Getting more details of that. We're actually playing a gig there. But
Bougie,
international band, one in Dublin. We arrived like Metallica.
You know, the bank
in
account
there,
one.
Yeah.
jet plan.
And you've got jet plans.
Yeah.
Go, and then separate dressing rooms, and you don't talk to each other until you're on
yeah.
stage. And then
Exactly.
fucking look at
And
each other.
we just give a nod before we go on and rock out.
That's
But
And you have all your scripted things to say. Between
yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Kind of
Great
like
times.
like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Into that. So upcoming gigs, So the first one is in Dublin on the 13th of August. So yeah, we don't play, as I was saying there, we don't play Dublin.
Where is it?
I'll get there. We don't play in Dublin that often, so yeah, it'd be special. It's in the Soundhouse. There you go.
Soundhouse, there we go.
I can so yeah, in the Soundhouse, which was the Pint.
Yeah.
Which I think I played
Was
one
it
of my
also
first
the
ever
Wiley
gigs
Fox or
there.
something once?
Yeah, and I think it still is.
Oh.
I think Soundhouse upstairs.
Right.
Either way, it's the same. Whatever.
Yeah. It's a
Uneven
building.
key.
Uneven key.
So they're 30th August. We're actually gonna do 6 new songs. This is the plan. 6 new songs,
shit.
6 old songs. So
Nice.
6 songs with full lyrics, verse, chorus, verse, and then 6 release songs. So,
Great.
So
The
from
hits.
hits, from Reconstructed, our album, and I'm So Confused, our EP.
Nice.
Great.
Maybe 2 of the
And
singles are released. Who knows? But we don't have them in a set list. It's sort of somewhere, but.
anyone else on the bill? Who's on the bill?
Not that I'm aware of. We're actually still deciding that, which is mad because 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Kind of. We're trying to decide that. So
Yeah.
maybe if anyone wants support, send us a DM on Instagram. We'll try to sort something. Because trying to sort that out.
Right, good. And then where's the other gig?
So the other gig we're playing Arctangent, which is a festival in Bristol. Played it last year. It's like kind of what would I compare this to? I don't even like football, and I'm gonna compare it to football. So like the World
It's
Cup.
like football.
Yeah, well, like the World Cup in football or something like that. So this, I don't know anything about football. But like the World Cup is like the best thing in football.
Yeah. It's big.
Arctangent is like the best thing in like weird instrumental.
Oh, really?
Type rock.
Oh my god.
Anyone who's in that type of music, or plays this type of music, in my opinion, wants to play this festival, or they should fucking play it.
Yeah.
We started this band, like, remember hearing about this festival in Bristol, Arctangent, where like bands like Cleft, Alpha Male Tea Party, Tom's band, our producer, and so I Watch You From Afar, all these fucking cool bands would play this festival, and just like, we're like, I fucking love to play that. And I remember, like, if we were touring in the UK, and after, I want to say, every gig, that's actually not an exaggeration, people come like, you should play Arctangent. We're like, we know, we want to play.
Yeah.
And then we got asked then to play. I think we could have applied. I'm not sure how it happened, but we got asked to play.
That's what you want.
Then COVID happened. Got rescheduled twice, and then we got to play it last year.
Nice.
And it was fucking class. We played at 2 p.m. on the Thursday, and we sound check kind of walked off and walked on and played to like 1,000 people.
Yeah, brilliant.
And they knew that I Don't Do Drugs song.
Yeah.
So Tara started playing the riff, and everyone went, yeah. And I was like, whoa. So they asked us back again to play this year on the Wednesday. Which is
Do you have any footage from that gig at all?
Yeah, it's actually on
Maybe we'll
YouTube.
stick some up. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So Alex, our manager, recorded it on a phone.
Yeah.
On his iPhone. It's kind of a real nice moment. Him on stage just, and he was kind of it's like an excited dad, you know. He was like, ooh, yeah, it was cool.
Excited in Italian.
Yeah. So it's just the footage is literally his iPhone footage, and him on stage, which I think is kind of cooler.
Yeah, it works.
In a way, but yeah, that's that. And it was awesome. And then they asked us to play again this year with like the best of 2022 lineup. So we're playing on the Wednesday. It's like one stage is open. It's like early access thing. I think you have to buy a 4-day ticket. There's bands like Conjurer playing, who we played with in Leeds at a festival.
Yeah.
Fucking mad heavy, and fucking the singer was just so sound. He came up to me because there was a whole thing with our hardware and cymbal stands we need to borrow because we're flying in from Dublin.
Right, okay.
And him come up, I was like, oh, did you get sorted? And he was like, it's a real friendly guy, and he was like, so nice. I was talking to him, and I was like, I'd listened to them before, but I wasn't sure who was who in the band.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna watch these, and I was sitting there with a Coca-Cola, I think, and a packet of crisps.
So you haven't given up the Coke and crisps yet?
No, go ahead. I love Coke and crisps and Coca-Cola.
But if you do Coke, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah,
whatever.
I don't know where to look now. But I was watching him, and then he came on, and he was the singer, and like one of the heaviest bands I've ever seen. It was fucking amazing, and I just love that about like certain like extremely heavy bands were just really nice.
Oh, they're lovely. They're very chill. Very
and
cool.
they're playing. They're fucking awesome. There's another band called Scalpin' playing, who I saw in the Workmans, and they're from Bristol. I saw them in the Workmans a while ago, and they were fucking savage. It's like instrumental band, but it's like, the way I'd describe it, it's like a DJ set because they don't really stop, and it's real like industrial electronic stuff. Okay. They had like a guy doing live visuals and all, but it's just like fucking
fantastic.
Cool.
Nice.
And who else playing? Skin Failure, it's a singer from Black Peaks bands. Who else is on that day? There's loads anyway, and it's gonna be fucking class.
There we go. And what date's that?
And I'm gonna camp for the whole 4 days. It's August 20 something. If you look up Arctangent Festival, it's quite a bit like big enough festival that'll come up. I can't remember the exact dates.
Fantastic.
Kind of like, yeah. It's like it's at 16th, I think. Okay. Yeah, because it's very
after your other gig.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like the Wednesday after. Cool. That's Terrence coming over for the Dublin gig.
Oh, great.
So that's gonna be like just half an hour. Probably play one new song with vocals.
Yeah.
And then 3 songs, because our songs are kind of awkward lengths, especially the old ones where it's like we literally play 4 songs for half an hour set.
Yeah.
We'll extend them as well and do kind of
get the
crowd to sit down, go into the crowd with my cymbal. Taryn jumps into the crowd a lot. We extend bits. So it's kind of awkward time. So funny when people be like, fit in 6 songs, like we fit in 4.
Or when the sound engineer is like, one more song, it's like, this song is for 12 minutes.
We actually got the song cut last year.
Straight, like
we didn't go into it. We were just like, we just went over like, fair enough, which is kind of annoying, but we'll play that song.
Well, they're dead now.
The song we didn't play. Because we like this mad fucking outro where it's like, we usually get the crowd all down and we go into it. Taryn goes crowd, then I go into the crowd with my cymbal.
And what are you doing with your cymbal? Hitting it?
Yeah. So I like bring it down, jump over the barrier, put it down, and I go, hello. This isn't actually a joke, it's pretty much what I do. Yeah. Hello, that quietly. No, I said a lot louder. And then we do 6 hits, and then I say thank you. We're done. But it's like big, like fucking over the top outro rock music stuff.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to play that last year, which was annoying. So we will definitely play that song. It's actually called Reconstructed, which is the name of our album. It's a big epic outro, so I am looking forward to playing that at Arctangent the most. We're gonna play
excellent.
We're definitely playing that because I want it.
Well, who doesn't want to see a man hit his cymbal in the middle
crowd
6 times after saying hello?
Yeah, exactly. No, well, it's kind of like hello, and then I hit it, and then I say thank you. I'm polite while doing it.
Well, that's the important thing. Manners matters.
They do, and it actually annoys me when people don't have manners.
No,
because it's simple to be nice.
Correct. that's a lovely way to wrap
And
up.
don't do drugs.
There we go.
Amen.
Unless you want to. Amen. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, hit the notification balls.
And pray to Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you want.
If you want. If you don't.
Yeah.
If you don't do drugs, it's okay.
Whatever, man.
If you don't, okay.
Everyone's on their own path.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on, man.
Thanks for coming on. And tell the people where to find Bicurious.
So, Bicurious Band Official on Instagram. Gee, sounds so lame, official. Bicurious Band Official on Instagram.
Unofficial.
Yeah, I think Twitter is Bicurious Band or X. Yeah, you were saying that earlier. Bicurious Band on Twitter. BicuriousBandOfficial.com is our website. What else? Spotify. Just look up Bicurious. Should come up. All streaming services. Bandcamp. Bicurious.
Have you got vinyls yet?
We do, but we sold out of them.
Always a good complaint to have.
Yeah. So we're literally sold out of vinyls.
Good.
I think we have a few t-shirts left over from our 5th anniversary, which is available on Bandcamp. I think we might be getting some more merch printed for Arctangent, maybe a poster, maybe not. But yeah, we've a few t-shirts on Bandcamp, but we sold out of vinyl.
Go buy the t-shirts.
There might actually be a vinyl available in the Rage in Temple
One
Bar.
more left.
Because they gave him one, and I don't know if they sold or not, and I haven't heard of anyone buying it.
Imagine if anyone bought one of your records and buy it from the Rage.
Yeah. Seems like
Maybe not.
Maybe not, I don't know.
Well,
Maybe they would.
people are
The Rage
scurrying
Dublin,
down.
check. I don't know.
Rage is a great spot.
For some reason, I actually said that to a guy. We did an interview at our Dublin gig and for Heavy Matters podcast, and he asked, where can I get a vinyl? And I said, I think the Rage.
Nice.
So maybe he got it. I hope he got it. So I already actually said so. No more vinyls. Sorry.
It's all good. There will be more. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Gav.
Gav, that's me.
I did a callback.